don't feel up to doing that, then perhaps don't call. I certainly don't want to make matters worse for you. But if you feel that putting it into words, imagining the perpetrator is in front of you, I just wonder whether that might be some use to you. And if you think it is, then feel free to pick up the phone. 0345 60 We'll talk more about
Take the next left onto Helen Avenue, then turn left onto Harlington Road West.
Scotland could be ordered to wear masks after a COVID outbreak at a school in Dundee. A ninth person is charged with terrorism offences in Northern Ireland related to the dissident Republican group, the New IRA. And there's a storm warning across the UK. It comes by the name of Francis. Showers clear most of England and Wales tonight, but very windy and wet for the southwest, Northern Ireland and parts of Scotland. The low 8 degrees.
LBC Travel, I'm Jane Louise Knight, and the M25 is very slow in patches. Clockwise from 22 at London Coley to 25 to Leighton and Enfield. After an accident earlier, clockwise on the M6 stretches heavy towards 28 for the A12. A lorry's broken down, so one lane is shut there. It's struggling southbound on the M1 this evening.
Continue on A312 for half a mile.
This is LBC.
Sorry, I didn't quite get that. Gianna, add the Barney mozzarella to my shopping list. Sorry, did you mean Galvani? Yes, the Barney. Did you mean Galvani? Italy number one mozzarella. Yes, add an army on my shopping list, please. Gianna, what is the mozzarella? It's got to be Galvani.
In 300 yards, slide right onto Causeway A312. Take the next right onto Causeway A312. Continue on A312 for 1 mile.
to tell me?
Right, okay. I was sexually abused when I was a child. That was in 1974. And a lot of things happened, but the man was sentenced last year. And I had a really good, independent sexual violence advisor. And she encouraged me how to sort of write it out, and I was able to deliver it in front of her, read it to her, and it gave me a lot more confidence. But I mean, it's a hard thing for people to do. But sometimes they can find the courage and support to do so they ought to. Because it does help you put it to bed a little bit. It does make you feel a little bit better. Does that make sense?
It does, completely. How did you find the word?
Well, it has some time to do it. You have a few months, because you know when the sentencing is going to happen. The man sort of pleaded guilty to all counts, so that saves a kind of a court appearance. But you do have some time, and it's just sort of sitting down there with a pen and a paper and making sense of your thoughts.
And can you articulate the difference between your life prior to being able to say this to the perpetrator and now?
It does give you, it gives you a lot more confidence, I think certainly that, and certainly in the court. I know you're supposed to address the judge for the time, but I sort of alternated between addressing the judge and addressing the other people in the court, and specifically the person who did it. I was able to sort of look him straight in the eye and explain to him exactly what he'd done to me and the effect it had on me.
What was the effect on you?
What of being in the court?
No, of the effect of the crime all these years.
It's been kind of difficult because I tried to sort of deal with it. But then my daughter made allegations against somebody. And that made me sort of think. And before that, there was all the Jimmy Savile stuff, and then the footballers came forward. There's a combination of all these three things that I just couldn't sort of keep it under wraps any longer.
Do you know the effect it had on your personality and outlook and how you formed relationships and trust and all of that?
You know, you're very, very withdrawn. Nothing to do with it. It's very, very difficult. You do question sexual
In a quarter of a mile, at Wagoners Roundabout, take the second exit onto the Parkway A312.
And it's impossible to deal with these sorts of emotions when you're that age. And especially as you get older, you sort of start questioning yourself and you become angry with yourself. And then as you get sort of usually a bit further on, you try and put it all to bed because you don't think anyone's going to believe you. That's the effect I had when I was growing up.
There you are in 1974 when this terrible thing happened to you, and just in the last year or so you say you were finally able to articulate your thoughts to the person responsible.
That's right. But see, I was lucky in the sense that I had good support. I mean, my daughter was very, very supportive. And the ISPO was brilliant as well. And the police, and I know it wasn't their role to sort of support me, but in the sense of gaining evidence, they did it in a very sensitive and supportive manner. That helps a lot as well. I mean, you go try therapy, that would help as well, I think. Just getting it off your chest and trying to make some sort of sense of it and support.
Would you encourage, Colin, this is obviously a conversation program.
Exit the roundabout onto the Parkway.
And
Continue on the Parkway for 1 mile.
And, you know, go back to the darkest places in their lives. But I'm also conscious that I do believe that being able to articulate in some form, to find the words, to say something to the imagined criminal. I mean, you knew who it was in your case, but not everyone is that lucky. Just being able to say it, whether or not it's on the radio, to write it down or to articulate it, might have a purpose for something.
Absolutely. I think
quarter of a mile at the roundabout, take the second exit onto the M4 slip road to Heathrow Airport, M25.
And Wales. Alex, how are you tonight?
I'm very well, thank you. Thank you for having me on. How are you?
I'm fine. So interesting to hear from Colin. What do you think the value might be for some people in articulating their experiences to